Hey YouTube, JW. I'm starting on my project on my Mini Draco that I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm a big fan of the Krinkovs, and I really like the way Krinkovs look, and I like the way guns look with wood handguards. This did have a wood handguard on it when it came from the factory, or from Century, but very ugly. Kind of had a bottom guard, almost like a Galil style, with the gas tube was exposed on the top. So I went ahead and put the Midwest Industries rail system on there, which is good. It's a very good system. It's set up very nice. But I like the wood handguards. I like the Krinkov style handguards. So I set out to do a project where I put Krinkov handguards on this Mini Draco. Now, getting a set of Krinkov handguards these days, or maybe anytime, I don't know, but in my case it has been very difficult to accomplish without buying an entire parts kit just to get the handguards. I've been waiting for months and months. I ended up getting this set, which probably was for an airsoft, which is the later style with the vents. It's not really what I was wanting to use. I'm getting another set sent to me now. I'm waiting on, but I can use this to show you, because it's basically identical. It's just a little bit different. I'm kind of particular about things. Now, the big difference between this and a Krinkov is, as far as handguards are concerned, is really, if you look at the Krinkov handguard and this for the Draco, they're exactly the same length. So the bottom guard will fit on there just fine. I have the retainer, which is different. The Krinkov handguards are rounded, or more than they're fatter than an AK47. So the retainer was another difficult piece to get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this retainer here on the tops with my Dremel out, so this will slide up in the barrel. It'll sit right up underneath the barrel, right here. So as you can see with this on there, it's going to come out about where it would come out on a regular crank. Now, on the bottom of here, there was a screw that held on the original handguard. I'm going to make a little bracket and I'm going to weld that onto here, and I'm going to use the screw to hold the front retainer in for the handguard, and it will go in the back just like normal. So that really is easy. That's no problem. Where the problem lies is on the top, because it has a much shorter gas tube system on it, and the block right here is a lot bigger than on a crank. So here is the crank top piece. As you can see, this is the Midwest Industries, so you can see the difference in length there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down and then make the edges there where it fits underneath the retainer. And I have an extra gas tube here. Now the gas tube profile for the retainers is the same on the tops for the crank handguards. The bottom's different, the top is the same as a standard AK gas tube. So I'm going to use these flanges off of here that would retain the AK gas tube, and I'm going to weld them onto here and just attach this handguard right on there. It should spin. I should be able to hopefully get it in there. That's going to be the most difficult part. That's going to have to be thought out the most. The bottom is really no problem. I really don't know how bad it would even look just with the bottom on, leaving the top. I really don't want, I'll burn the shit out of my hands with that, but I'll figure out what needs to be done on the top. But that's going to be the most difficult part in this, but it's really not that much work, and I really just, when I'm done with it, it's going to look basically like a crank, but it'll have a little bit shorter top handguard on it. So it's just personal preference on my part. I think it'll look cool. I've never seen anybody do it. I think they should have made these guns with wood handguards that look right to begin with, and then if you wanted to go to the rail system, you could. I really don't know why they did that, other than just to be cheap, which is probably why they did it. Here's a top piece that I've got that I had cut down from before when I was kind of planning this out. You can see kind of what it'll look like there, but only it would be wood. Also, I had some people ask me questions about this muzzle attachment, and it is a Krebbs custom muzzle nut. It's like the muzzle nuts that, you know, the 14x1 typically you would see that like came on this, but I have the AK-74 style threads on here, which are 24mm. So I got this from Krebbs Custom. I forget how much it cost, but it's basically just a thread protector. Kind of looks like the one that comes on the new PAP, PAP, M92 style AK pistols that come out. So that's what that is. So stay tuned for the video. As soon as I get my early style crank handguards in, they're coming from overseas, so hopefully they'll be here soon, and I will do a video of me attaching the bottom to this, and we'll see. The next step will be the top, and we'll see what I can do. But I think it's going to look pretty tough when it's done, and it'll have the look that I want. So if you're interested, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.